Court akwa asetena ma wode abrantie Richard Apia ebeto odwa se 80 etina na konwam na Assistant State Attorney Nana Ama Edinkra ebo abrantie Richard Apia na obobo wa bisim no ebegina dakam na obo no kwadu se wo afempim mienu ene aduonu baako nim e wa bisim no eya de aposifo ekohu se abrantie Richard Apia yi twetwe umofrey nam e de ahye fridge eno na efisa abre ne ba asem ni die ne ahye ase wo District Court e wo honum nam so e ma ne bepie mu e wo Accra High Court eno mu na nim ne a wotwetwa age abrantie Richard Apia fosino shirabu ahye mu se ojitum se abrantie Richard Apia enanu nsa so ama emofra mienu a baako adi mfie dunum na baako adi mfie du mienu no ato anu mo nse do wo abisi nanso na abrantie ne nya de a na adwum da ho chim se abrantie ne wa adwum mu kakra sanso na ozu se huhum bi na eta abrantie ne so a enam so ma ne kun emofra no na wonim susanso ebeba ase kukun emofra na enemu na Assistant State Attorney Nana Ama Edinkra ka kire timofo ne se ensema emranim ni ne ka no nekura bia ni ho efise abrantie Richard Apia no onim boni pefa ne wodi enam se ekoba ase wokun mofra no wie ya otwitwa wonam de she fridge mu no onyamade no oyi edikosie ena niam ebeye evidence ama aposifo ahu se nipa so masi ne di bone no o se ni nyina eyi frifie ho efise na onpese obi abehu atwire eno mu na wotemuafo Justice Ruby Aite etietie nsem ni nyina wie ochemu se ampa wotietie mu ana ohwemu a abrantie Richard Apia no na ni da ho pa na odidi sa abone na ne senti no onkonkoda fiase ne nkwa na nyina na onfa ye adwumaden emmoa oman
Nshamjibiruku wo oye nkranpomponi mantema omampanyene enye ankronkron dwumaku wo hyewa adwendwen Dambrobe ya huni jumedi bokoto emo mani Ghana sikasamu ntote wetume jinane na to oye presidential dialogue with the private sector. Na ho eno mampayene di tugode ehona adwerubon wana mkwambono ntote nyama ye wo mani Ghana yedi boye no ho ban wolba ye fufuru bi onya papa was a friend oman butu wono do say ye pa.
Affordable patient capital will be treated as a structural reform priority by this government. Smuggling under declaration, counterfeit goods, and rebagging of inferior products are not minor infractions. They constitute economic sabotage. To stem this tide and protect our fledgling manufacturing sector, we will intensify coordinated border enforcement, treat trade infractions as economic crimes, dismiss and prosecute public officers found culpable, deploy technology-driven customs surveillance solutions, and rigorously enforce product standards. This government is determined to protect Ghanaian enterprises so they can thrive and grow. Industrialization requires secure land tenure and protection of agricultural resources. In this regard, we will accelerate litigation-free industrial land banks, reform land tenure to support commercial contract farming, strengthen action against illegal mining and sand winning, expand irrigation systems, and invest in storage and cold chain infrastructure. Land reform is absolutely essential for our economic transformation. Sector-specific actions that we need to take. In textiles and garment industry, enforcement against counterfeit fabrics, tax exemptions on machinery and inputs, mandatory local procurement compliance, and with the agro-processing sector, commercial contract farming frameworks, expanded irrigation.
Ugudara ya wo presidential dialogue with the private sector jumedine ekoto wo Kempinski Hotel ewo Accra na eho ena oman Ghana fotosamfo yewra Kesel ato force no hobby nono na olichire de aban oye resetting agenda yo de be ankronkron dwumaku no wenya dudu foso yie papa ntine branye du de resetting agenda wa ma edwuma no bo akofom wo oman Ghana nyama no bo akofom no ankronkron dwumaku so ntete woni nyama no bodo na Ghana mba wanya binto.
Economic turnaround is broad-based and comprehensive. All sectors of the Ghanaian economy have witnessed some remarkable improvement. most importantly, the size of Ghana's economy has crossed the $100 billion United States dollar landmark threshold. Your Excellency. Mr. President, you inherited an economy that was valued less than $80 billion. But most importantly today, the size of Ghana's economy has crossed the $100 billion United States dollar landmark threshold. The size of Ghana's economy is projected to reach $140 billion United States dollars by end 2025, making it the 7th largest economy in Africa in 2025. The private sector can leverage on this expansion to support the economic transformation agenda of President Mahama. President Mahama's administration remains committed to sustaining these gains to create jobs and to set the economy on a path of strong growth and economic transformation. Your Excellency, the private sector is the biggest beneficiary of the economic reset under your administration. I want to use this opportunity to also urge the private sector that it's time to give something back to the Ghanaian citizen. Please reduce your prices to reflect the reality. And let us together make our country great and strong. Thank you very much.
Onyamyafo Joseph Bukari Nipe Minister of Transport na ore na oluchiremete adano mrebia abanazo kotom na sebegom the wanjintum wonsesa kotoka International Airport in San Famra Accra International Airport in Wajatum no oluchiremete abra afe apem ahakono eduasa anan na in the day no so no ye National Liberation Council and wajitum the wonsesa oye Accra Airport in Famra Kotoka International Airport and why the number be antichi. This is your Wasasa Accra International Airport in a no mayan.
You remember that it came as a result of the NLCD 309. Yes. It was a decree that was brought to set a trust to cater for the families of Kotoka and other soldiers who were killed along that time. And it happened that he was killed at the forecourt of the airport. And so if you look at the decree, its intention was to set a trust to take care of the families of the soldiers who were killed. And so if you look within it, they decided to honor him by introducing or renaming the airport after him. But the purpose of the decree was to establish a trust. Now, there was no any legislature in Parliament to operationalize it. And so there is no anything in it for Parliament to amend or Parliament to legislate. It was an executive order that was given to recognize somebody who was killed at the forecourt of the airport. And the rightful thing is for us to come to an executive announcement again that the name is reverted to its original name.
February busumya yewumi neda otodu dwanan Ghana ntasempa tomatoes egodifa woko oye mosikrom bokena manim woko for tomatoes be meyedi enti ya yete nye de etiatodom bi we to ahye Ghana fa worokwa for tomatoes abado emenyim power twe Ghana mba wotore nise sunti yesumsusu de ojehu baba boto tomatoes egodifa wo man Ghana de wonko bokena bium nanso nde mayarichi en amadibonyi ejeni mwaten ni hwehwem we kupemu kiremete kan kunkunkunku aduasa ko 31 wedu paga ma waretra bokina bodan tomani se godufo wa kofa biaba ma Ghana yedi ejeni monum nkirem
ekobese na wotwemioni nie ana rawesem esie e wo Ghana abra yenuam dwadifo a omodi ntosu mudwa eye se omo kwabokina akofo tomatoes aba Ghana kwamukafo koto hye omo so emenipa bese nwotwedi na enso de omo firimu ana yentiase eba asa na mpanimfo omo hwedwumadie so etwe sensen se adwadie no omo ntwen sensen se bia omo ne mpanimfo bedi nsawoso ansa na omotimi akọ ene dey ena mpanimfo a omohwe adwumadie so mpanimfo omudi ntosi mudwa aba eye paga ha abra omo firi ha ede akọ ye Burkina akọfa ntosi no omo ne omo eba behia adwendwene ho se kwampa ometimi afaso a ometimi ewuram na boni bia dey entimi ensie mpanimfo de nsem etudwa se wo hwe bia omo wura akọfa tomatoes na baabi wo ho a danger zone a omo ntimi nye den enwura ni na nhyehyɛ ya omo na omo edin commodity adobafo omo ekɔ ene major fonso omo kofa entosi na ba se be ya ometimi no makasa ama boni bia dey entimi ensie na bla chairman osetufo e de ensam etudwa ehwe butai be pa na mo de ban
ne on se asem se ba o tena se dwene ho ehunu kwan a obefa so a ebi nsibio eno adue na deputy ambassador for Ghana e wo Burkina no ofre me e ka chem so o machia adwene no ma bebre ho no nim ye se foreign affairs ministry e be frɛ yen na onne aye entotoye bebre ne die ye most important pa ne say be a eye danger zone e wo Burkina no ense say ye ko intiminya list aye danger zone no timinya no na Ghana fo nso epentosi bi na e de anwokyere be na wo se ne me makwan na me betumi drivers ne me ma ne nyina afo se mu nyina munim especially mu lady boys no munim area ya de red mark aye den abo area ya de red mark abo Ghana government say from Ghana embassy, from foreign affairs, from national security omu nyina se men kan kire mu se sa area no mamu nya den mamu ko area bia wo ha ya de red band abo no mamu ko according to drivers no omu se mo na motor de omu ye den eko mo na mo direct wo omu se yenkwa enkwa enyemienu na wakasem de we di agro na kabako yesemo drivers no metumu nyina afo se ma oba bi na adaw e ma interpreter en na adaw me ma loading boy en na adaw na bia ya state say ho ye danger zone no enko
Ewutu senya west about no impression do mrahye begomunyi omiemfo Gisela Tete abotoi ena orekese no orekyem de ada no oye introduce school agokensi ya worije ema Swedro Business School wonye Obreche Senior High Technical School okwema from school adusufo ko tuise on inyanku bi de wobro no onya aja no tweye no wakase etia.
Over the weekend Yante Asem Papa who said Okalabi I'm call sports activity. Sports is a year for friendship, fine competitiveness and all that. After the rivalry, I'm saying it went to a different level. Into the action that was taken, and then the Director General of GS, we share headmistress and headmaster. You see, I'm in Nakasa about 20 minutes ago, we were meeting, and the actions that are being taken of a regional director of education, of a district and municipal directors of education, and the headmaster of Swesbu, headmistress of Ostek, of Moko, and I think that there's enough evidence. There are enough viral videos and enough evidence to see to identify the children who did this. Thursday evening, I'm saying especially our tech students. I'm saying students but when you can see from the videos who were culprits and who were victims and who were oppressors, let me put it that way. Let me say, let things calm down a bit, and then the investigations will be done. After so town boys, so the town boys, which so every peer or Bracha. They were not Bracha town boys were not expecting this sort of reprisal. I just want to advise them, say, yet, because you never know what danger you're going to come and face at another place. I mean, like you say, even the Ostek boys themselves, they fought back. But why do you leave your school or your town and come to another place to come and do this? What is it? If he had turned his head a little, this is not what the children are in school for. You see, Master said, the children themselves, in your quiet moments, making sure someone will check you home. I just said, my school said, everyone for one because there's going to be disciplinary measures that to be taken against these students. And then if that is not done, I'll be very, very surprised. But I know that they're going to do that because everybody takes a great exception. The many Deputy Minister of Education, so Akasa, and see, and the Minister of Youth and Sport, because this was a sporting activity. And see, we are going to see what measures are going to be put in place. I'm saying, moving forward, intersports they have to have actual police protection.
Amenfi district wo oye inde atoye mantem na eho na ajaka manso mbona wo ho na manfo nyina worusu sre abanete inde wombo mwazina womra na asomde wonsam oloto apie wo hoye pa wolichima inde de no oyaza ahinsam ho basabasa ye ama asomde nyukrum ha wabwe pino Oyerepa de yemo mwazina ne yenkabi mohwan no sane de wo hia asomde sukulu nkodo egwadi nkodo adotono so nkodo ntino obasre abanamwa
Hwehweabo adehia wo ajaka manso ne nyina ye ahensem ho dawra enam so amanfo bi e de adhwede to Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama and Inspector General of Police Christian Tete Yohonu anim se enho ahia sempanfo betwe wani abehwe wo se be ye nam so na asudwi ebeba ekrom ho amanfo yi nkase mu abra o ankasa be pie mu Oyerepa TV adwuma mu ha na wo chim se ye kase oku adwuma wo ye ne nyuma ahodo ekoso ajaka manso ena mofrakra entimi enkoskuu ni nyina eye hwehwe ya aba enam ahensam yi
ekro no ama use no obia entumi enda weda wa na police for animunie enti yesi amamra ntene bia na otimi da na kete so enti yesi IGP say omni police by vo organ ha bia obaka bia ye bia say momra na mahwe asem we mu maye na mo va ye antu ye na ye va ye ama odojuro emra never botre emra yekumo na ma yutu no se de nkwala esole a omu ko school kra no musuro nti no yes na IGP so omra no so meboa no ma hwemu na asem we na abatu kronum no yes so bia mani firi wono yes so de kakra me eka no
aburo ye sokoda efi se sisi ankwala ntumi nko school ye empanfo ntumi nko fuom obi antumi nko na dwuma so ohima dada a oteso akwa abodefo aba ankomo ba be kunya mlante hene ama mlante hina je etuo ankomodi iku no e de akọ police station akoye report afe se mlante hina ko ya o mache mlante hina nso atum sisi a asumdue ani kuronim ohima dada koka se yaba be se na japade wantumi anka de kuro nti a ya se na japade de ma ya se na japade ne se okofa widini adi be she ni fie am ya ka ho no ka kire ne se wanyi widini no no mfa ne maye na wanfa na maye dia ene ono nso ye mani nya somdue e wo ho no mo wo ye hima dada wonya hene nana kwabnadamo wo ye mlante hene a yesi no e wo eda ka ma so enu nti no ye dia desre dia e to aban anim IGP baby a wo bia yesrew no pa yezada yensem omo maye mlante no maye omo mayi no omo mayi no ama omo mayi no bebe omu sa adwuma no na no kwenda no mu emlade ande ni bie because onye bone je obia ogodi awu onye ni pabori na titu won so no onu mom ani ansa so le chance ya tinatu bawo otutu no kra no ye man remand bia na de onu kra ojitu na de be case no ona remand no ho no ente ase ente IGP yes am say mumla na ma yehwe mu mumla na ma yehwe mu na pepe ye
Omanfe wobo anan bo Oyerepa afidiem ha ena wodze hwane nyasem eboto yinim ne nachiri no ena yefre nana ya adwo a otodo ebasa oye ajaka manso bahima de mana manfo wore kane na nachiri mo de ende mpemprenya ye omi ankasa no ontum nkasa mfa dam ensam no ho yen konsam foforo do na yebra sentiment me hara na Sokoban Wood Bridge Omanfa watchwo ena wole chemu da kwamole ho ye papa wamma wole nya hawo e wona pomede no sanete ntuma lukumo ne ye papa na armed robbers so meti akomikafo wafa dam akonje no do wode bo krono nti no abana ni mu mpanyimfu no krusin ni mu banyinara no womre no wombo nye ho na akwan no.
What are we exposing our children to? My battle with cold for almost 3 weeks now. After me call hospital, yes, me inhalation pay. My no medro, my head day. Me was sinus. Now me fear to me. Me wa kwan pa. Jaw phone to us see ya. Obeba no. Na in foot tray where ni. So you can imagine say ye nipa no. In foot tray ko ye mu de. Ye ntumi nka. Yes, raban. Yes, say de ya ma afofo. Ye nyama ye bi. Yes, ye jata so.
Foot tray ko ye. Se enu wura ye fie mu si ya. Efutro no uboa no ya. Ubetumi de egu concrete fra because ubenya no more. Iti yesre sene omo si share kwan ase ni anim say de ye wie a ada ho no ma 6 years. Praka sie bi da. Amraka kraka pa na da say no. Ka bi antimi emfa say no. So ase na nu say school na we kire ye. Papa ba ko 4 o'clock o. Anya 4 o'clock akomache. 4 o'clock. So I say, and I'm for good channel. Maybe I may be a phone so actual. You keep chop up and basa, and I'm phone and I'm a quanya, where they are buying. Yes, so what a Roma. What do you name so bet me? We are doing so bet my way be paying.
Oh, that Roma. I'm busy no one on a quiet. It's your banner now. You baby, I did crop. So 1 year natural. It's your buy Tomahama. What a Roma. We are mobile. Nabaya Quay, my said your bear. Yes, so I Kagana for Honzo. Ye Yanni.
Afotum ye bronu bia o share offense South Krosina sa sentiment meyara na omanfa wo ho ne wonu sude aban ne kuponu mbenfo mabunu sanete school adani nyu a moframa totofe botumu akosko sanese ewu bronu no mu a ode afran onyamfe esan ansan wotumu akosko osande ehon wo kosko obananto akobonu bia wo fo ho oye bonsu ho ansan na no so moframa totofe wontum nanto dem kwanten
we nsu no ewo emuwa nke benya kwa na koma ba mai nsu no bikura wa hase light ba isi asambere ma no ba me ka kire sen ka won fo so nka light ne nya bi wo se na yi mai bi na de bia bitum e de akọ no monti enka ha ho e kan light ne ya nya bi ha so toilet kura sa se benya kwa bottle to kura kura no yini bi na school so so nsan ni hase aya ade aho kire wa so we ha eno no
akura no nya mfiense e ko mfiense o ntimi ntwa kwan enko bonsu school tema akura ne kyere ofi ansana o mako school tema ha o kase pede so ena ha so ne o ngodan yenya abenu ntobi tema ngodan no aka kyiri onipa no mo han ayesa bebre atukokuro
kwansu ta kanti mima afi sisi yensu ni ha do twa kwan ko no nsa no mako sensu ena enkola ihwe ba bia school no wa enkola no mo fa from be 2.5 months ansa no mo akọ school ya no so hwe ba bia hospital no so ayinkinya community ayi ba ku bi kura wa ha bia weekends bi kura na once a week bi nan ko mo ba ba hwehwe enkola ni ma osisi ade ka obi agisi e fa ni free ha akọ
entete sonkro akọ edama school feeding caterers wo Accra no na wori chem de wodi de menyamani yine rugu apom dem roba ya woni ndiban wo nwiwi a bofoma wo bedi we di na wenye ndiban dura horo a o de wenye wo miye papa onyamnyamfo Jessica patient Brima Greater Accra regional coordinator no chem de ediban ya fun caterers ne bi mu ye ndiban ye pa yanso dem ncheche ne ntiti ne no hu hia da wodi
One is central for bon komo wodwumadi na se no na maame Jessica patient Brima we Greater Accra coordinator ema program no wakasa che se ewom se wo mo wo matrons apapa wo mo maduano kama pa wo ho na so wo so mo boa wo mo no de niema ma wo ma betimi de aye adwumaye eniema betema ni papa mo de no ho ato no bedi aduane a nutrition wom na no e wo high hygiene skills na etimi aboa mo dwumadi no mo die no se matron no etimi agina ne na so
na nema kwa ayana lakia what am then need shoes a friends if you know ahodi na yin and basically need and anything on mobile CC on baby on we and send on we a feed yes a big pot milk and so we are at the would be aduane nyɛ dɛ and ɛsɛ wo nua ɛno nko sana because of the starch ɛwɔ sɛ wode nea baabi yɛ dɛ ɛka nti tɛmmia no recommend sɛ ɔmo nyɛ frɔyɛ no ɔmo nyɛ no in a sauce form na ɔmo fa vegetables yɛ dɛ ɛnkuru sɛ carrot spring onion ɛna green pepper no na ɔmo de afra steam no na ɔmo nkyi ne bebree ne anwa kakra bi na yɛ in a sauce form nti saa no wodi ɛmo na wonya ne balance diet nti na bi no ɛna bi sɛ nkontommire sɛ woyɛ frɔyɛ a bia wobɛtumi atwitwa nkontommire no bi ayɛ dɛn ɛde egu mu ebi so anya adoa wobɛtwitwa yɛ dɛn ɛde egu mu ne nyinaa no ɛboa wonnua so a ɛwɔ sɛnea wobɛnua no
ɛnɛ dwumadie no yɛbɛsua nneɛma bebree ɛfa yɛaho keka ahoteɛ ɛma nkwalaa ɛwɔ skuul aduane no a yɛyɛ no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛdi yɛn ho ni na nkwalaa no anya ahoɔden aberɛ a ɔmo didi no caterers ne bi wɔ hɔ aduane ɔmo yɛ no wahu anim a ɛnyɛ
ne dwumadi a yɛbɛyɛ yɛ nipa ne nyame ni aboa me paa mehu nutritional value mehu vegetables time ɛwɔ sɛ menua ne time ɛwɔ sɛ mentie
Yazi egozim kwasiebo etua kasiebo no do eze amamo a edwumaku a nizinize Oyerepa Development Association of Ghana ena worobo oman Ghana hen fotosemfo yewura kesel atofosen na badu ye papa de obey nkrofa wonam kotikwa no do wote enyama gifro oman Ghana mu dukwa manfofo da aban inya etu enje hono obey we sisu dem nyama ni na nanu a ma aban no tu ojeje ni ma badu ye papa na Owura Paul Kwabena Amenin ye president Dimokui no legitimate yewura to force na abon ho mbodin na olocation people there oye in the custom service department Jimajari edwumayefo no bi ka ho na wo boa nipa bonofo mu woji bona wote demi na woro hye otisanfo bode obobo ne ye pa na we sisu de magi na no kra
customs achi tracks bear 17 Omode enwo eni anwa enwo no yanwa free Togo border eba Ghana now eba asa no yema public nature through the same media anymore in fact yebeda finance minister asiye ba se assembly ba he no wan transfer onu atu anamon sonko eko borders ne so eko hwe ni ekoso na obedi tunu ye pa se enwoni anwana customs for cra say o machi amu through o interventions no e ade e koso a omo ankasa customs mpanifo ene omo ye mu aduma e bi ka ho finance minister atimi aka na eyeye de say finance minister as obi a oni adaje ye nyina ni na atsemisi na otimi tu anamon sonko immediately enunti association ne for say e say ye bona baso na yɛhyɛ no sɛ yɛ ɔyɛ no bia yɛtanachi na yɛnim sɛ ne ɔyɛ no ɛbɛboa ma saa smuggling na ɛkɔ so no dwadie no akɔfɔm wotie ne nsɛm a ɔkan a ne ɛmi de yie wɔ mu ne sɛ memi nim sɛ customs for ka ho ɔno nso akɔnfɛn me sɛ customs for ɛyɛ den ɛka ho na customs for ka no ho a ɔmo ne na ɛyɛ adwuma no na wɔn ahu sɛ customs for ɛna edi saa adwapo die bɔne no ɔno abɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛyi nkurɔfoɔ adi nti yɛ expect sɛ obi a odi saa adwuma ni bibia finance minister ebetimi ama emra ne na edi na ensɛm ne nyina ɛkɔfa ba ne sɛ enwuma egu Oyerepa industry em sɛ bɛɛ boso mi mu ni yɛne mu nyina ahyia wɔ ya ɛma yɛ ka kyerɛ mo sɛ ɛsan sɛ fotoɔ ɛda yɛn wo ne anwa a yɛyɛ no ɛso wɔ Ghana ha ne yɛn employ nipa close to 1 million in Ghana saa yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ tax obi a yɛbɛsi yɛtua yɛ tax enti yɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛbɔ abankoro no yɛtua yɛ deɛ enti wobɛkɔ market no na obi nso akɔfa anwa na bi nso free Malaysia Indonesia na ɔde akɔfa kwatikwan through borders onu de otua tax nti wo de yɛ no a yɛ company so ɔmo yɛ sɛ Fryto Golden Drop King's Oil AC market wa wo sɛ ɛde boarding nti maa ne kura wo dom no kasa sɛ yɛn Ghana fo nneɛma boarding ni wa ɛnyɛ yɛn ntia.
Abshana yerka ode Oyerepa television inde ebrada embru no nsenkese bo na rehwe bra ye dude yerja yen ho akaji aboafo nkrato na yaba yaba eze aguzi mu nsam ne mu kase bo babramu ejidi mu nsam ne mu kase bo boto de amoafe na yaba ba wie kase bo no wo amana ne mu nsam enko bibia e basisi.
Abuzanfo yesan ema makwaba ebraso nsemo a yabo anu sa gudie mu nsem ye de somo ewo kasebo ne so ene anwumre John Pinstel akasa de afagana ye coaches a omoye CAF license A course ewo pram Ashanti Gold 04 Division 1 side appointed Karim Zito details no ewa ha ene anwumre kwa mano ne Atibo Kotoa ekasa edefa Vinicius Junior alleged racist abuser na no ada onyaye ewo Champions League game num ni nyina ehon komo wa ha ebedi ewo dwumadi ne sumidin ede Solomon Carter urem ewo pramprama CAF license A coaching course egusua ekosona John Pinstel assistant coach at the Black Stars of Ghana o hobby a osua de odi atodwa ese coaches ho ni nyina no obia ewo chese wo manya suahunu a wo mu ebetumi ede akochi big class and afi top national teams ewo ewiase nyina.
Thank God for this opportunity. It's a different stage. I mean, CAF License A is the top, and it's not a place for a coach to joke there. And yeah, we are on our first model, and we are doing 4 models. So this first one is very intense, and I believe when you guys came this morning, you saw what is going on. And then we have specialists who came all the way from Holland to assist us, to give us details that will help we as coaches going forward. So yeah, I'm glad that the time is here. Like I said, I'm glad and happy and then lucky to be part of this 20, because the numbers that were waiting for the A-lances was 160. So to count myself in the first 20 batch that's participating, I should be happy and proud. And I have to also work hard to acquire the certificate so that I can deliver it outside.
Yet 1 so ewo Ghana Premier League emuna GFA announce week 24 fixtures and right by not one game per NAL live on TV and Ofa Mountain so atenie pa eko the Ama Ghana Football Association and yasem ketwa kra eno ama GFA no a revise omo fixtures ni TV schedule meche matches a ebeba TV so over the weekend now nanka na watchi Asante Kotoko any Vision FC game ne nkwa na ebeba TV live omo the 11 wonders any Nations FC gamer womo ebebonu nyame ya domo amemenda no the abe county 2 games na live on television na watchi ewie wa bra Swedro Black so bebo Midema Sporting Club Dreams bebo Diana Stars Basekoli Stars bebo Heart of Lions Hoho United bebo FC Samatex bekum Chelsea any Young Apostles bebo Gold Stars bebo Heart of Folk na Febechem United and so Abo Karela United honma way by way of week 24 fixtures a revision about TV schedule no emua and also ensem no eba urem Division 1 Zone 2 Ashanti Gold 04 mona currently league table no omo elidina former coach Edema Asante Kotoko Bobo Kono Abdul Karim Zito and Ashanti Gold 04 womo aya announcement Abdul Karim Zito aba abeka womo technical team no ha oba abedi juma the amomuntenu coach Karim Zito is in our camp. He has joined the technical team. His experience, discipline, and his winning mindset, this our strength to our bench and belief to our squad. Eno, kwanya Ashanti Gold 04, so announce Abdul Karim Zitwa. Best 3 weeks ago na Odini Juma as head coach. Edema Asante Kotoko. Wamu ebobo koniyewe and semno ewo amanone. Na nyame ya adomo china Madrid ene Benfica ewo knockout playoffs second leg. UEFA Champions League na first leg ekoba ise Gianluca Prestiania oye Benfica player ekokache Vini Junior se sebi oye adre ema game no ensembebre ena efrimu ebaye ahead of ochina game no ena Thibaut Courtois edi tudwa se dede bebre ena wa bonten efa Vini Junior ene Prestiani ntokwa no but omo focused ewo game no eso.
What we need to hear is what our coach says of us and not, with all respect, what you might think of us. As a player, we try to block out the outside noise. Obviously, the media is a big part of football, but I think as players, I think the best is to try to avoid it, to not read too much. Because I don't think it's for us as a player very useful. I think what we need to hear is what our coach says of us, and not, with all respect, what you.
Yajna Tibo Koto and Semne so the Agudiamun Sem about na wiye ewo kasebone so enwumre Obapa Prisi the entertainment news to aso ama midin the Solomon Carter.
Ebusia mayama wajo ema wakwaba emfambra enidie kase yi so mi amede beso mo midin ne Obapa Prisi mame mo ransem ni mu emfamma Enei Oyerepa Sister Radio, Promise TV. Eba ye 2 years pepepe enie. Enunti ye bwanai ekopie mu eputu oja market ho. Na te se eni tia ehye nkrofo emfunu ma ne asebia omode to so no. Ma ye nkohwe bimbra. Hey, tese ekoye ni je sem kese na wa otwe de wa obi si da from no dizinya me aya otufia na so de ode ato aso so ti ase ebusia ma me mo ransem ni mu emfa ma me de okopie mu e gospel musician ye ma me ma Lydia o se enye Kristo ni nko a ene tese etwe na me nwumo wa wo tese wutimi etwe na me dwom obi wo ho a na Nyankopon de ne ho asem ato wakoma so Sano, also bet me for quine be so dear trenuma, ama numen equatu before, and quote yes, said you see kai.
Oh, Debbie, I don't want to Yakupon de Adonimawa. A betty maba said you will be due for more. And I will be how Yakupon bet me up at the message I had. I'm a wafa, sir. You can't know how no be an annual no one, a yobi. Timor now a day and your nebano. Na akwaka obi na sending crime na tete no re eti ye meka ne say nipa ne ye yasinia na ntere say want to be ntre sorry no e betima ba say gospel song no e be fa mu na no kwa adavert ne de na ye den aba ho eti me kasa de ye me say nipa ne ye yasini na wono e na say o tre highlight mun kan na say won tro gospel e wu hia say otimi tro e so otimi tro ni na ye adoma ya mede amaye e bi say obi wa obi na tro ma no wato obi so wa ye ne talent a no so timi tro ma nkrofo iti ada na obi su na Yakobon fa nwum bi ento wakoma so
eno ano no so tifie mu hu abofia betimi aye bibi so oti ase owie o sa to aso etu mebu ne fo se yenya renta so e wa brabom de bebe bia no ese ye som ane yenrenta so so ndom na apeso wo bo a asase enye easy but akranka nyame e de obeko
ya me de ma minuanom me manom a nyame e pese odo obo nso ye den ewura mu no bibia na nwenta so se wan nwenta so a mama Lydia me papa wuye na me shaketo a ni su shaketenkete na me ka de me fa mu na e bia me wura adwuma bebre mu e bi se papa ni wo masom enso no na adomo no eye dwonto na do e na se da kan Yakobon se me du ba bia de nipa ye no ne ma hu se nyame bo hye no e na aba mu no enti de me ka kire me dua no me ma no se bibia ne winter so one winter so a de wo mu ebie obefa manium obefa nsohwem ni na no tia brane na sugunya kopon so na obetre okwan na okuradie pepeye eno na manipa ekonanim ama bosha nyamede a hye wo no etimi bam
obi wo ha wo kukuru na ejemu a na yese na bemo bu abrabo na enye bete o se de ma me kan ye no nyanwen ta so omucha na de si na so ukọ ebusia ma me nto nsem no so emfa nkowura ye ma me Celestine Donko osi wo no enum tuo mu no ye ntimi nkan gospel musicians a ebebro 10 wa bra wo no ye ma ni position e wo sa 10 ni mu enu nti ye nkohwe se de esikoe.
Not to say I'm singing my own praises, but we can't talk of 10 top artists in Ghana without my name.
No.
That would be very unfair to me. Yes, I think to be in this industry for 20 years and still be relevant is a great.
It's Mrs. Sound just mami fancy haya ebusia memre aso mami fancy na amonone ensem ento awosel medi e de oba papu si medi oja anke ebo bini makao
Ebusha yema yeno ho akwa babia we mo wie kase bono wa mono ne nsem na medu rizikan akọ Mexico manamu de mabre Mexico manan mampanyin esigina oje oye abanmofo empempem na wetu ne gumbonten do a woroboban masum yetuma ba ni nyina de beye inde basen ni owo bi a wolo chebe odi ndrubon hu goyie pa wo Mexico manamu no we kuna okafa basabasa ye bai de Mexico manan esigina a abanmofo bebre na woroba na waboban wo manu
Basabasa ya soro Mexico memu state base dionumunu enam na misio Ozeguela Caventis a obon mrane elmenchu ewu achi no enkra free abemu battery mu a eyade a wasane a soldier for base 2500 egumise onkoboa na omoban enkan to aso chem se aposi for base 9500 enpen for the one kan ho a ochem se national security gaza na wo boban wo miaye ahodo a basabasa ekoso Tichu Palu Kropom Mexico City mono emu aduonu enum 25 ena ato anam wonse do eno aka ho bia ma Security Secretary General Omar Garcia Hafuch chimse sanso na emancho ne criminal gang for no emu aduasa na sabre wato anam wonse do a Mexico man mampani Claudia Sheinbaum abo bambo adwumafo abaso ewo enkodia okonye nanam so ma wode orua emancho efa so a sabre opani na to anam wonse do a wochimse eno be boa madunuboni die wo manim atimi akofo
Mazemo loko Palestinian manum na baye mfie baseni ana Israel manu sorwo Palestinian manu da ntokwa ohhehye do a inde Israel twashe Palestinian manu de ye pa ya erom wo oye Gaza oye mpopro ho na adana horo wa Israel manu watoto pa wada say no do so ye papa mende wo Gaza no mpote bon nimpa bebrenara no wonye bebe ndai no na hwehwem le kirim de ehwe ndai hwem nsakram kire season ayewo mi a awo no le page no mu ye pa wo mpote ho na onam de nimpa bebrena ntokwan no wa ma wonye bebe ndenti no enyimpa wo ho le kire wo Gaza wo awo mu no odo so ye pa
Senior minor adeshia or Gaza and Paprani source when near to Tuakonsem, and I'm say Subrani be a Sania Guama, tent a hot draw, the Menam Tokabrania, Israel minor sounds what they assess with that donor, a sweet a year after one. And Carnage himself could be able to say, my wasi camp, Canyonis, Rima, and neighbor area, Nipa the donor, and a salary baby or Badakra who aquaquia di. Ye nam so ama to Yantima Boafua, what to Ogunu Guswa, Bob, Nipa Hodua, or Ton Crasse. Enumuno Israel mano kwa kuku nipa mienu emu baako ya abofra saa asem ya kwakọ ya rewosempa wa bra awudie ekos wo bait laia
yewie kasebono ewo hade itamamo na ende Bosheba electricals nkania papa afie home appliances and electrical gadget en krobata no iye ebasa edum PZ kejetia marketing we jata kufabro sandan mu ewo dum PZ in bottom around shini or prisons runabout the Benho Bosheba Plaza onsa ebakan wo hanomode from ordinary fare 0536095966 and they promise about me be rapper paying every fee from ordinary Bernobo to be or Bosheba Plaza the public and name will do me ben matter this asafono from ordinary bra na the pewundu biara eroto na falco na Newman College Department of Nursing, so you come for them or there. Top up for registered diploma in nursing, a certificate in nursing, registered assistant clinical, and a diploma in nursing, and so with the meeting to men ye papa. Regular weekend and evening classes where you be papa. At you might teach man Kumasi Yaran or Ben Kwanda so fre 0267 330492. Amafa kwenje do na men wish you happy birthday papa kon ewo takrade anagifie ende your birthday brother happy birthday to you papa kon to biara or your television walking to papa kon there and wishing happy birthday kasebona si somfa mo so metine say uncle ebo paini